BJP President JP Nadda has attacked the Congress President Sonia Gandhi over the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation. At a press conference, Nadda questioned Sonia as to why money was diverted from the Prime Minister National Relief Fund to the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation between 2005 and 2008. Nadda also asked why the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation took hefty loans from corporates.
First question is that countries like China has donated through Chinese embassy to Rajiv Gandhi Foundation from 2005 to 2009. आज सुबह मुझे बताया गया कि एक ही बार लिया है. It is a continuous flow of money from Rajiv Gandhi Foundation, from Communist Party of China, from the Chinese government through Chinese embassy. Not only this, the tax havens of Luxembourg donated Rajiv Gandhi Foundation every year between 2006 to 2009. Now you can understand Luxembourg, the tax havens, जहां हवाला में हवाला होता है, ऐसी जगह से राजीव गांधी फाउंडेशन को पैसा मिलना ये किस बात को इंगित करता है? The same way, NGOs and companies who had deep commercial interests, they have donated money to Rajiv Gandhi Foundation. It's a shame. It's a sacrifice of the national interest by accepting money from foreign powers in personal trust. This is what I would like to say straight and forward. That it is a shame sacrificing the national interest by accepting money from foreign powers in personal trust. And the country wants to know what conspired between Rajiv Gandhi Foundation and the government of Chinese embassy, government of China. The second question is कि एक बहुत जल्दी थी. There was tremendous hurry to enter into the East Asia FTA, जिसको हमने बाद में RCEP के नाम से जाना, Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership. What was the haste? What made Kamal Nath to commit that yes, we will be part of this East Asia FTA, in which China was also there? यह प्रश्न देश जानना चाहता है और यहीं पर नहीं रुकता है. Parallelly, जब हमने अपने आप को ईस्ट एशिया एफटीए के साथ इंगेज करना शुरू किया, जिसको 2019 में आरसेप के नाम पर भारत के यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी ने 15 देश एक तरफ रहने के बावजूद 16वां देश भारत ने अपने आप को अलग किया, यह कहते हुए कि दिस इज नॉट इन द इंटरेस्ट ऑफ फार्मर्स, दिस इज नॉट इन द इंटरेस्ट ऑफ एमएसएमई सेक्टर, दिस इज नॉट इन द इंटरेस्ट ऑफ द लेबरर्स, and this is not in the interest of the agriculture. इसको ध्यान में रखते हुए मोदी जी ने इससे अपने आप को अलग किया. लेकिन जब ये इसमें हम इंगेज हो रहे थे, ईस्ट एशिया जो आरसेप के नाम से जाना जाता है, ईस्ट एशिया एफटीए, तो पैरेलली भारत का चाइना के साथ डेफिसिट ट्रेड 2003 में जो 2004 में 1.1 बिलियन था, वह बढ़कर के 2013-14 में 36.2 बिलियन हो गया. And this was a deep crisis and weakening of the Indian economy done during the UPA regime. Now this second question is, what was the need to be in a hurry to come to engage in RCEP? Number one. Number two, the question is that parallelly, how the India's trade deficit gained, and from 1.1 billion dollars it reached to 36.2 billion dollars, US dollars. This is what we have to understand. क्या ये क्विड प्रो को तो नहीं था? ये कहीं चाइनीज एम्बेसी के द्वारा राजीव गांधी फाउंडेशन को पैसे के कारण ये क्विड प्रो को तो नहीं था? यह भारत की जनता जानना चाहती है.
Rahul Srivastava is joining us with more details on this. Rahul, since yesterday we've had the BJP raising this issue time and again with regards to funds being diverted from the Prime Minister National Relief Fund to the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation. This is happening at a time, one, when the Congress has been questioning the funds that were received for PM CARES, and second, also at a time when the Congress has been questioning the government with regards to what's happening at the line of actual control. And you have JP Nadda here now questioning China's link to Congress.
Akshita, I think at this moment, several political fault lines between the BJP central government and the Congress party have suddenly been activated. This is a moment when the principal opposition party and the government need to work together. Eventually, there are three elements right now, if you notice. Two elements, like there is aggression from China and COVID-19 with China as a factor. And today, instead of uniting against China, we find that our political class is getting divided. At a time when most political parties have already said that there is no need for politicking at this moment, we see an absolute tutu meme going on between the BJP and the Congress. Now, the point here is that the BJP is being asked very serious questions by the Congress party regarding the encroachment of land by China. It is being asked that why are our soldiers undefended? And at that very moment, there are some very strong counters by the BJP. Now, this cannot be ignored, Akshita. One fact that though, yes, it might be that you did this and I did this, while the Congress is asking that why was what happened to the visit by the Chinese premier to Sabarmati riverfront and the temples in Tamil Nadu. The fact remains that the questions being raised are very contentious. One, why was the Chinese embassy donating to the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation when everybody knows that the foundation is virtually a kind of a home enterprise of the Gandhi First family? The second very important element that is being raised is that there are certain entities with which there were MOUs being signed which are directly related to the Chinese state. At a time when even during the UPA rule, there were 600 incursions by the Chinese. Now, these are strong points being raised by the BJP, while the Congress is trying to say that don't talk about this, you talk about your faults. The BJP says don't ask us questions, you answer these. This is the kind of a political climate which is being created, which is showing fault lines within the country, while there should be unity and questions perhaps can wait.
All right, Rahul, thank you for joining us with those details. Let's also listen in to what the Congress has to say. I spoke to Brijesh Kalapa earlier, and here's what he said.
Purpose for which the funds were received, that purpose has been served, and the funds have been utilized for exactly that purpose. I think the clarification has come. But for a president of a party whose prime minister refuses to have any accounts disclosed to the CAG or PM Cares Fund, I think it's laughable that you say you're speaking of Rajiv Gandhi Foundation. And Rajiv Gandhi Foundation ultimately is in honor of Sri Rajiv Gandhi, who's a former Prime Minister. And the fund is headed by Srimati Sonia Gandhi, who's the President of the Congress Party. But this cannot be compared to the PM Cares Fund. On what basis is the PM Cares Fund? The name itself indicates that he's the head of the nation. And the head of the nation says that, look, I don't disclose any details to the CAG even. So what kind of a party president is it who says the RGF has to disclose, but PM Cares will not disclose? It's absolutely...
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.